Um, what I had always say to students is, when you come to school, this is a special place. These are special hours that you spend in your day, and therefore it requires a little bit of effort to dress differently than you would, say, on a Saturday when you're just going to be waking up whenever you want to wake up and going wherever you're going to go. And that's a day of leisure. It's not a day of work. So, you dress however you want to dress and, go and get ready to do the things that you are going to do. But school is a special place, and when you take some time to dress a little differently, then maybe you'll approach the rest of your day the same way. At least that's our hope.
Yeah. Back to the topic of doing fun things with the school. What do you expect on Black and White Day?
Oh, fun. I think last year I was very pleased that that was the first attempt to do a whole school-wide, not just the junior high, a Black, Gold, and White Day for our whole school. And I really have to, I'm very thankful to Mrs. Laird. She works very hard with students and other teachers to get that day organized, and she also coordinates with our PTO. And I thought that last year was just fabulous. And we were also really lucky to have great weather. But I think everyone that took part in it and just enjoyed it. And I think now they're the good things that you talk about, our reputation. There's something like that. I don't think there's many schools that get to do something like that.
Especially that army thing that we did last year, where people would go into this little trailer thing and they talk about like bullying or stuff with recruits.
I thought that was pretty good too.
I had a really good experience with that, and I'm hoping that we can learn more from the Army, because my dad, who is in the Air Force, he says that the Army or the Air Force is the best way to go, because you can still go to college while you're in there, but it can also improve like your records.
Yes. The beautiful thing about students that go into the armed forces, number one, you're serving your country. It's very unselfish, that it's voluntary, that you're going in, you're serving your country. You do get experiences that you wouldn't normally get in your daily life. Especially for young people, they get to go to other areas of the country, they get to go to other areas of the world, and then they do train in specific jobs, and they do acquire skills, and they do have the opportunity to then also go on and enroll in college and take college courses. So the military provides an awful lot of opportunity. But really the most important thing is you're serving your country in defense of your country, and that in all of those branches of the military are part of that. So that's a very noble thing. It's and it's also a great way to get training for when you are no longer serving.
It also keeps college kids out of debt.
It does. I think you're absolutely right. And school is very expensive. And for students that don't necessarily have the means to, fund or finance a 4-year college degree, the military is a terrific option. So are community colleges. They're wonderful options.
Yeah, because the military would pay for.
Yes, but it's an exchange also for service. I think that's the other thing too. Those people that Yes, the military's paying, but you're also volunteering your time. You know, so it's I think it's a pretty good trade.
Yeah, because the military is like this big challenge. You have to exercise your mentality, your emotions, your physical self.
In JROTC, they have core values,
Mhm.
and they're posted. And the one that I always find, the first core value is selfless service. And that's what it is. It's selfless. It's about the other guy. It's about your country.
Yeah.
It's not about you. And what I always find that's so fascinating about that is when people are involved in selfless service, they find themselves.
Because when you're helping others,
Correct.
you'd usually grow a routine with it. Say, if I were in ROTC now and I were to help people,
Right.
then later on, if I don't join the army or something, I still have that mentality. Say,
You still have
this
the
person
experience.
like this person is struggling with a life problem. Okay, I can help with that. So
Right. Right. That's wonderful.
it's very beneficial.
And I think that's what JROTC does, provide a lot of those experiences. I think a lot of our cadets do a great amount of service, especially with vets and some of the vet shelters. And even within our own school, we have tutoring going on now that I think is,
Which they provide really good help.
yeah, I'm sure they're terrific peer tutors. I'm sure these are upperclassmen now that are coming down to work with students that are only a few grades lower,
Yeah.
but they can also gain practice in their skills by teaching others.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful trade-off.
How can we improve the school lunches? Because at home, my sister usually goes, "What do you have for lunch?" And I say, "Oh, I had this." She's like, "That's funny, I didn't have that." Because I think after 7th and 8th grade have lunch, like 7 or 8th and 9th, they have this lunch, and then there's nothing for like the upper grades.
Well, there's 4 lunches. We have the 7th grade gets its own, the 8th grade gets its own, and then the 2 other lunches are split 9 through 12. In terms of the choices that kids are given, well, that's through the nutrition group, and this school district has a contract with the nutrition group, and also the nutrition group has to comply with federal mandates.
Yeah.
Okay? I would think, though, if students had suggestions or things that they would like to have, our food services director, I'm sure she would love to hear that and see, what kind of choices, or what changes she could make.